service. Good evening.
These are the Hickory Hound's News and Views.
This is News and Views for the week ending August the 3rd, 2025. There's a moment in a long journey when the fog lifts. Not all at once, but just enough to reveal that the road ahead was never random. What once felt like instinct or survival begins to resemble design. That's where I am now. The lines I've drawn over the past few years, resistance, observation, intention, have started to connect. What once looked like scattered signals now reads like a map. This isn't a declaration of victory. It's recognition of alignment. For years I sensed what was coming before others could name it. Economic instability, civic decay, cultural fragmentation. But I had no scaffolding. Then the tools arrived. AI, open publishing, and digital systems. And I stopped waiting for permission. I started building. The Hickory Hound is no longer a personal blog. It's a civic radar. And News and Views isn't just commentary. It's an early warning system, a dispatch that charts what legacy institutions miss. This week, we published The Case for Credibility, a 17-year record of steady civic observation, not as nostalgia, but as proof that consistency matters. You can't respond to change if you haven't been tracking it. Patterns tell us where we've been and how to see what's coming. Then we released Sustenance in Catawba County, an honest look at food insecurity and language misalignment. It's not that people don't want to eat better or take care of their families. It's that systems meant to help, like food stamps, WIC, or local clinics, aren't built for how these communities actually live. If you don't speak the language, can't get to the office, or don't trust the process, then those services might as well not exist. Our work here is to map what is real and chart what is next, and do so in language that all can understand. These News and Views aren't just meant to be a roundup. It's a chronicle of the present rooted in the past and guided towards the future. Signals are a way to connect what's happening, what's building, and what's breaking. For those paying attention, with proper intelligence, as we view the moving pieces, we see the patterns and the picture becomes clearer. Now to our feature story.
Rachel AI here on behalf of the Hickory Hound. This week, we turn our attention to 4 visible, verifiable projects reshaping Hickory and its surrounding region, not as hypotheticals, but as solid signals. These aren't ideas or proposals. They're physical realities, each backed by funding, activity, and long-range purpose. Let's begin where the rubber meets the road, literally. US 321 widening is now underway. For decades, this corridor has been a bottleneck for commuters and freight traffic alike, but no longer. With Section A stretching from Highway 70 in Hickory through Hudson, already under construction, we are witnessing the first phase of a 6-lane superstreet transformation. The goal? Safer travel, more efficient logistics, and ultimately, an economic corridor equipped for broadband, intelligent traffic systems, and future vehicle automation. It's not just a road, it's an artery of modern commerce and connectivity. Next, we look to Microsoft's data center developments in Conover and Maiden. Quietly but rapidly, these massive sites, known as Project Pine and Project Stover, are being graded, wired, and fortified for the cloud-powered economy. Microsoft is embedding this region into its national AI and Azure grid. That means long-term investments, high-skill labor demand, and a stronger tax base without overwhelming population pressure. The presence of a hyperscale data center is a signal to global markets. Catawba County is on the digital map. Shift now to culture, education, and tourism. The Hickory Aviation Museum expansion, a 53,000 square foot facility at the regional airport, is nearly operational. Aircraft and exhibits are already being moved in. What was once a niche attraction is now poised to become a regional destination for aviation heritage, STEM education, and veterans programming. With partners like CVCC and area school districts, this space is more than a museum. It's a platform for aerospace learning and community engagement, one that complements Hickory's broader identity as a city of skilled craftsmanship and historic pride. And finally, we check in on new hotel builds, specifically a Home 2 Suites by Hilton and a Town Place Suites by Marriott. These mid-scale, extended-stay properties are under active construction, with projected openings in late 2025 and early 2026. These aren't speculative ventures. Hilton and Marriott don't guess. They build where the market data supports growth. Their arrival indicates a deeper shift in Hickory's hospitality ecosystem, more business travel, more weekend events, and a visitor economy that's no longer an afterthought. Together, these 4 projects form a clear pattern: roads, data, tourism, hospitality. Each is a node in a larger network of regional renewal. What they share is not just concrete and steel, but strategic intent. These developments signal confidence. They suggest a place no longer content with its past, but actively building toward a more integrated, future-forward economy. In the short term, we see construction jobs, land use shifts, and equipment staging. But in the long term, we're looking at a reshaped economic profile for the entire foothills corridor. Solid signals aren't wishful thinking. They're proof of motion. They tell us where to look and what to prepare for. And as these projects advance, they also create the scaffolding for what comes next: housing, talent pipelines, civic programming, and beyond. The blueprint is alive, and these signals are its coordinates. This is Rachel AI reporting for News and Views.
Now it's time to wrap this up. Some folks say that AI is lazy, that it's not real work, that if you didn't write every word by hand, it doesn't count. I hear that, and I get where it comes from. They fear losing something human in all of this technology. The truth is, AI is just a tool, nothing more. It doesn't think for you, it doesn't feel for you, and it sure doesn't do the hard part, which is knowing what you want to say and why it matters. Lazy people will always get lazy results. They always have. If you feed the system garbage, it'll spit garbage right back at you. But when you bring clarity, discipline, and intention, you speak with structure, purpose, and care. AI just becomes an amplifier, not a shortcut. It lets me take ideas on a subject and focus them on a powerful message. It helps me test, revise, and refine in real time. And more than anything, it allows me to move more efficiently without losing depth. People forget this is a conversation. I don't just press a button and walk away. I shape every word by questioning, revising, and building. The same way I would if I were speaking with a trusted editor. AI just listens better, works longer, and doesn't water down the truth. AI is a continuation of the same communication journey, from word of mouth to printed word, from dial-up to Wi-Fi, and from one-way broadcast to two-way conversation. What AI allows us to do is take communication to a deeper level. It helps us put ideas together, connect dots, and tell stories in new ways. Some people used to say the internet would ruin everything. Now, it's the way we check news, talk to our families, and run our businesses. The same with smartphones. AI is just the next step once folks understand it. It's not magic. It's not the Borg. It's a communication tool that can communicate inside of networks electronically or outside to us human beings. I'm not using AI to replace my voice. I'm using it to refine my concepts and focus them towards consistency. This is still my human effort. Would you tell me that I have to dig by hand, or that using a shovel, backhoe, or bulldozer crossed the line? I'm just digging faster and deeper. AI assists the creativity. It is not the creativity in and of itself. It would take more authoritarianism to stamp out this tool than to learn what it is about. As I have said before, there are 3 types of intelligence: AI, RI, which is real intelligence, and NI, which is no intelligence. You should be more scared of no intelligence than artificial intelligence. Well, that is all for now. Hope you will come back, dig in, and you can always message me at hickoryhoundfeedback@gmail.com. Till next time,